What's up, guys? So in this video I'm going to be talking about some of the stuff that I've been working on my 04 so far this winter, and some of the stuff that I still want to do. So ever since I sold my SS and got this 2017 as a daily driver, which I've been loving, by the way, as a daily driver, really want to make this thing nicer now. So I am in the process of repainting my tailgate. I'll show you that in a little bit. And I would like to do some more paint work in the future, but we'll talk about some more future plans this winter in a little bit. But first of all, I want to install my new mirrors. So as you guys know, this truck is fully manual everything, manual transmission, four-wheel drive, windows, locks, and mirrors. These manual mirrors, they don't come with a cutout for a cap, and in my opinion they look really stupid. So what I had done before, what I had on here was just some caps that I painted and just stuck on the outside of these. So they did stick out a little bit from the mirror, which it looked okay. It looked a lot better than it does now, but it didn't look really right. So I got two brand new OEM power mirrors, the cheapest ones I could find. So the cheapest power mirrors that GM offers just so happen to be the ones that have the smooth caps that are ready to paint, which is exactly what I wanted. So looked up the part numbers on GM Parts Direct. Found they were about 90 bucks a piece. So I looked on eBay for the same part numbers. I actually found both the right and the left from different sellers, and they were both about 60, 65 bucks a piece. So I had to do it. I ordered them, so I'll get them out of the boxes here. So here they are. Like I said, they're power mirrors, and like I said, my truck has manual mirrors. So someday if I ever do decide to do power window swap, power door panels, I should be able to just plug these in and they should work. But I really don't care. Once they're set in place, there's really no reason to move them, so it doesn't really bother me. So here's the cutout for the caps. They come with double-sided tape on them, and they came with the caps already, which I will show you in a little bit. I have them already primed. So we'll just pop the old ones off here. All you have to do is take this little cover off there, little foam insulator, and there's three little 10mm nuts in there. Don't want to drop those nuts down there. You'll have to take the door panel to get them out. I was just holding it to make sure it wasn't going to fall, but it does have those two little tabs in there to kind of hold it in there. So here it is, the old manual mirror. We'll throw the power one on now. As you can see, it does kind of click in there, so it can hold in place before you get the nuts on there. So we'll throw those nuts in there. I might tape this up just in case it gets dirty, in case I do ever use it down the road, but otherwise I'll just stuff it in there. Did end up just shoving the wiring down, kind of down that way. I didn't tape it up or anything, put the cover back on. So we're good to go here. It's gonna look pretty stupid right now without the cap, but it will look a lot better in the end. So I'll throw the other side on now. We'll get on to the rest of the video. I got the driver's side on. Gave me a little bit of hassle getting in the holes, but finally got it through. Got all the nuts on, so Like I said, it's gonna look pretty stupid right now without the caps, but we'll be doing that in the future once I get everything painted, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's talk about the tailgate now a little bit. Do have it in primer right now. I'll show you that in a little bit. But I also got a whole bunch of new stuff. I got some new strikers. Sandblasted, these are the mounts for the tailgate cables. Also got new hinges. So here's the brand new tailgate cables. I also took the spoiler off and cleaned that up. Took the old double-sided tape off. I sandblasted all the bolts that go to the hinges, and this is the other side of the hinges that goes to the tailgate. Cleaned up the latches, gave them a nice coat of paint. And like I said, I sandblasted all the bolts. These are the bolts that go in the spoiler. And here's the tailgate handle bolts. So I got a whole bunch of new parts ready to go on as soon as I get the tailgate done. So I'll show you that now. Alright, here's my tailgate. I probably never showed it up close in videos, but had a big couple paint chips about right here somewhere. Had a nice little crease right there. And it basically had paint chips across the entire thing. So I tried to sand most of them out, which I ended up going to bare metal doing that. So put some self-etching primer on the bare metal spots, and there's also a little bit of rust around here, which I couldn't really get all cleaned out nice. So put some rust reformer on there. Then I primed around the back a little bit. And primed the whole thing and put a little guide coat on there. So I just got to block sand that, and I should be ready to paint it. So like I said, I also have my mirror caps in primer ready to go, and I also have tailgate handle and bezel. So I had to redo these because originally I used an aftermarket handle which sat too high and then rubbed every time when you opened it. Took the paint off there, so I had to fix that. And I ended up getting a stock handle back, sanding that, and then priming it. So should be ready to go. Just got to wet sand those with like 400 or something and paint everything. I probably won't film the paint process. Having a little trouble with my paint gun and stuff. It's easier just to worry about what I'm doing and get it painted rather than trying to film everything. Let's talk about these wheels I just got, which if you haven't seen my last video, I showed these wheels I picked up for cheap, and I did a polish on one of them which came out decent, but like I said, they were never going to be perfect, and that's not why I bought them either. Which a few of you guessed already, I am going to declad them, or try to at least. Never done it, so we're going to see how it goes. But I figured I bought them, I'm going to do it, I'm going to see if I like them, and if I do, I'll probably throw them on my 04, give it a nice different look. So if any of you guys don't know what I'm talking about, these wheels are actually aluminum, which you can see here. This is the aluminum wheel. It actually has some foam and basically a piece of plastic glued on, which you can see the foam there. It's a different color, and then the piece of plastic on the outside just chromed on top of that. So that piece supposedly pops off. You got to clean all the glue off, and then you're left with a really nice looking aluminum wheel. If you've never seen them before, just look up on Google Silverado 20-inch declad wheels or decladded wheels, whichever one, and you'll see what they look like. I think they look pretty good, so we're going to do that for a separate video. Get those chrome things popped off there. See if we can get them to look nice. So let's talk about a couple other things that I was thinking about doing for this truck. So first of all, a couple videos ago you saw I did the center exhaust. The left tip did stick out farther. I ended up filing it down. Not super happy with it, but as you can see there, the holes I drilled in the bottom are not the same now, since this one I filed more down on the left one. So they do line up better, but it was never intended to be long-term exhaust. It's not what I want to have on there forever, but I just wanted to do it because I thought it was pretty cool. So you may or may not have noticed that I had mud flaps on here at one point. I did take them off just to see what it would look like, mainly because I wanted to do color matched fender flares. So I took the mud flaps off, but I haven't got any fender flares yet, but I would like to do them sometime. The problem is OEM ones are new, about 150 bucks a piece, which they do fit a heck of a lot better than the aftermarket ones, which I did have on my black Silverado you saw. In the corners around here and the front corners, they just weren't very tight and it looked kind of stupid. So if I do it, I definitely want OEM ones, which fit nice. Also, going along with those wheels I just talked about, I think I would give this truck a whole new look if I take the rear lift blocks out, which come from the factory. It's a 2-inch block. If I take those out, then drop the front torsion keys a little bit just to level it out, it'll sit a little bit lower. I think it'll look a lot different. And I really want to try it, see what it'll look like. So I know if anybody's done it before, probably can't see in there. Go a little closer. It's really dark in there, but there is a 2-inch lift block in there. And I think if you take it out and then flip the block on top of the leaf spring, you can use the same U-bolt. So I think that's what I would do. If anybody's done that before, let me know how it goes. Also, the front torsion keys, I know all you do is loosen the bolt. I'm not really sure which way you move it, but if anybody's done that before, lowering with the torsion keys, let me know how it goes. It just needs to drop probably an inch, because right now there's an inch of rake on the back to the front. So the back is 1 inch higher than the front right now, which if I take the block out of the back, that's 2 inches. So it'll end up being 1 inch higher in the front, which I think right now the torsion keys are cranked up a little bit from the last guy that had it. So just got to come down about an inch to be level. I think it would look really good on this truck. I also had plans to get some new OEM taillights at some point, because originally I just put these on because one of my OEM ones had kind of some separation in the lens or something, so it was really ugly. So I had these laying around, I put them on there, but I do like the OEM ones on here, so probably get those sometime. And I might do something with the Z71 sticker as well, which, as you know, this is not a true Z71, so may go with the 4x4 sticker or just no sticker. So might take that off, see what it looks like. Yeah, so that's really about all I had planned. The mirrors, the tailgate, like I said, I'm working on that right now. Wheels, dropping the back 2 inches and then lowering the front torsion keys a little bit just to make it level. And I really would like to do the Fender Flares, like I said, but we'll see if that happens. So let me know what you guys think about all that stuff. I think it would really change the look of this thing, give it a new look, something to do. So I'm excited to see what it would look like. So let me know if there's anything else that you think I should do to this thing. Like I said, I had that list ready to go for this winter. Hopefully I can get it all done. But let me know. Thanks for watching.